Good evening, everyone. Welcome, friends, to the stream of Scum and Villainy for the Radio Free Wolf streamathon. I am your host, Shaun. I am using he, him pronouns. I say that like it's something that I don't do occasionally, like I'm doing this tonight, but I do that all the time. With me tonight is a wonderful cast of folks from all across the internet, and I'd like to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves. Let's go ahead and start with the person immediately to my right, Kurt. How are you tonight? Oh, you're muted.
There it goes. It wouldn't let me unmute. Hi, I'm Kurt. I use he, him pronouns. I'm very excited to be here tonight because I have not played Scum and Villainy yet.
Excellent. I'm very excited that you're here because I have not run Scum and Villainy yet. So, so this should be an adventure. All right. And then down below me, the wonderful Sophie. Welcome, Sophie.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I use she, her pronouns. It's my first time playing Scum and Villainy as well, although I've had a chance to play Blades in the Dark. But Scum and Villainy is just part of my lifestyle.
Excellent. And last but not least, Bryan Lotz. Bryan, welcome.
Hi, Bryan, he, him, and I have run and played Scum and Villainy. So I'll be the, know-it-all, telling everyone how they're doing it wrong.
You die first, then.
Yeah, no, I think what we should do is for every like $20 donated, we will let Bryan correct me. you can have people rules lawyering me, but only if you pay for it. Speaking of which, the reason that we are doing this is for the Radio Free Wolf streamathon. It's raising money for the Big Bad Con Scholarship Fund, which gets people who normally may not have the means for getting to Big Bad Con to the show, so that they can come and join us. I believe it primarily helps I can't talk tonight. LGBTQ people and people of color. And women mostly to come to the con, which is awesome. The more people that we can get, the better, and the only way that you can get the crowd that you want to make sure that your convention has the diversity that it deserves is to make sure that you get the people that you need there to the show. So it's a super cool thing. I'm super happy that this is going on. I'm also super excited to get this show on the road. So let's go ahead and we'll start the game. And I think we'll go ahead and we'll if y'all are okay with this, I'll set the scene, and then once we've kind of jumped into what's happening, we can move through and introduce all of our characters so that we can see them sort of in their natural habitat. So here is what is happening. Your ship, the Cerberus, is currently in the Rin system. You've been on the float for several days. I think if this was a TV show, after we'd gone and gotten through like the cool opening credits, this would be the part of the show where it's showing still like scenes of different parts of the ship as it sits there in the quiet of space. In the background, a giant metal structure, ring-like structure, floats in the void, and as the camera pans around, we focus on each of you in turn as you wait for whatever it is that you're waiting for, which I will happily explain right now. So as we pan, what do we see? Sophie, you are playing Karma. So where is Karma as you're waiting patiently for things to happen?
I might be waiting for our contact then.
Yeah.
So I'm in a hub of activity. I think the Zocalo in Babylon 5 or Quartz in Deep Space Nine. I'm in one of those places where there's gambling and drinking and eating, and a lot of action from people trading things, trying to acquire or rent out services. And I'm off to one side. I'm trying to not give the vibe of somebody who desperately wants to be alone, but just quiet. And I'm doing people watching.
Okay, I was gonna say, just to clarify, you're on the ship. Like, you guys are all on the Cerberus, like floating there, clearly waiting for something. Like running quiet, just floating in space right now. Sorry, well, I was unclear about that.
My bad. Well then, I'm just doing some stretches, and it's like it looks a lot like doing katas, but it involves every muscle down to the fingertips, because you never know when you're going to need those fingertips for purse lifting.
Right. And as a scoundrel, like as somebody who gambles a lot, I imagine that knowing where all of your fingertips are is probably a good thing. As soon as one's missing, like, you've gotten in trouble.
So it goes from side kicks and front kicks and so forth, down to minute movements with the fingers. The first martial arts is especially designed for rogues.
Nice. So from Karma, the camera pans in a smooth shot through the halls of the ship to Fray. Where is Fray the Stitch?
I think Fray is in the cockpit at the helm.
Okay. Watching instruments and... Yeah,
keeping an eye on what's going on, if we're expecting something at any moment.
Yes, you are expecting something at any moment, and I promise that I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah. He wants to be the first to know.
Right, of course. So from the Stitch, it pulls back and pans to flex the muscle, which I'm going to enjoy saying this entire game. Flex the muscle.
Yes.
Any of you know Flex Mentalo, man of muscle magic and muscle mystery? Oh, okay. Greg Morrison.
So I think we see Flex maybe in the back of the cockpit then, if it's big enough for a few seats. What kind of cockpit are we looking at here? Is this like a Millennium Falcon cockpit where there's like 4 people crammed in real tight, or is it more of a like Firefly cockpit where it's just however much space we need for the scene?
I've always kind of pictured it as more Firefly-ish.
Okay.
Than anything else. Like, there's some space. This is technically the Cerberus is a cargo ship, right?
Cool.
So there's some breathing room in here. So as you're the two of you, Flex and Fray, are sitting in the cockpit. And it's like I said, it has been several days that you have been out here. Out of nowhere, one of the proximity sensors starts flashing, and as it does, you hear the bulkhead, like the bulkhead door leading into the bridge proper, hisses and clanks, and your contact, Stacey Weathers, who has been on the ship with you the whole time, slides through, and she says, finally, they're here. So what has happened is Stacey Weathers, ace reporter from the hegemonic news network, quite a while ago, tipped you off to something weird going on. I have to look at my notes because I can never remember proper nouns. The Cobalt Syndicate, who is normally like a bunch of smugglers, has kidnapped a Guild of Engineers scientist. This is not in their normal MO. Nobody knows why it happened, what they want. It's not like they kidnapped them and then like made a ransom or anything. And so her being the contact for you, like, this could be a big score. Also, you kind of owe the Guild of Engineers one for upgrading your ship in the past. So this could go a long way, even though you still have a good relationship of clearing out your ledger with them. So currently, what you have been waiting for is for the Aurora Chaser, a Cobalt Syndicate not frigate, but a cargo ship about the same size as yours, has been booking it from planet side to the gate that leads from the Rin system to the Holt system. And there's a lot of like hyperspace trade lanes, especially for smugglers that are dark. So you've kind of had to wait until you spotted them like near the end. So I think this is the start of the job. Which means that I need to ask you, what kind of plan did you have?
I don't have the list of plan types in front of me.
Oh.
Well, we had planned to have a pilot for our ship. That was nice.
Well, that's okay.
Not having a pilot. I mean, Flex would have advocated for whatever was the most violent plan.
That seems appropriate. I know I have the list.
So the options are an assault plan, a deception plan, an infiltration plan, a mystic plan, a social plan, or a transport plan. So I don't think transport makes any sense, and we don't really have any mystical abilities to bring to bear.
This is true.
So those are probably out. I don't know that we have the social skills and connections to trick them into thinking we're. I don't know. I don't know what a social plan. Yeah, a social plan, maybe a deception plan. Because what if we were trying to make some kind of connection with them? We'd be lying. Because I don't think we have any real social capital here. So it's down to maybe deception. Although I don't know that that's really our thing. So it's really assault or infiltration. Either we just go guns blazing and grab them and take things by force, or we try to do it quiet and sneaky.
Which one do you want to do?
So we got one vote from the muscles.
What? Flex? You don't really want to go with the assault plan, do you?
I mean, I think Flex
I would
always
vote for sneaky.
I'm okay with the idea of sneaky. Do we have it like we don't have like a cloaking device or all those good like sneaky
That's
bits of equipment.
absolutely true.
I mean, if the scoundrel wants to lie our way,
For equipment.
what was that, Sophie?
We should. I was going to review what we do have, because I don't remember.
Well,
Our ship has a jump drive, long range scanners, and grappling hooks.
Okay, long range scanners gives us the advantage there.
yeah.
So we could see them before they see us if they don't have a long range scanner.
And just so I'm clear on what's happening, are the engineers that were kidnapped on this ship? Are
Yeah.
they being smuggled on this ship?
Yeah, that's what Stacey has intimated, and but like she's with you because she wants the story, like she's
Right.
chasing the story, and so how you all feel about that is up to you. It like how some people could just like bluster their way. And then they're there, and you're like, I don't know how, how they got there, like why we let them on. But that's the situation you're in, whether you wanted her there or not. She's there.
She was one of our contacts. I don't remember whose.
She was the crew's contact.
Okay.
As a whole, yeah.
So I'm, as the player, I'm fine with a deception plan or an infiltration plan, if that's what we want to go with. But Flex, of course, is going to advocate for punching his way into, or shooting his way into any problem.
Yeah, I can't.
Why don't we put a pin in this?
Well, this sets off the score. We're skipping to whatever we're doing, so we need to pick one of these.
Yep.
So.
Cool.
I can't think of a way to do it sneaky. I don't know any way to get... Well, yeah, because we don't know the path they're taking or anything. I mean, we could say that we do, but...
Well, sneaky can be as simple as the distress call, Lloyd.
I mean, that sounds like a deception plan, right? So
Yes,
I guess...
yes, I love deception.
Okay. I think we give our scoundrel a shot to try to talk our way aboard.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure I'm super good at talking, but I do have a good ability to sway. So what I was picturing is nagging them into helping us. Distress call, they're probably not going to be interested, but...
okay. So like try
to change their mind about that. And
Just talk about all our valuable cargo that'll go to waste if we don't get help.
exactly.
All the high level guild members were
so like
transported.
Are you thinking like fake audio like signals and being broadcast to try and lure them?
Yeah, we can add some nice sound effects and an explosion in post production, and yes, talk about our cargo of, I don't know, what's the equivalent of a load of refined coltan, something that has decent value.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good premise for a deception plan. Lure them to you so that you can sort stuff out. Okay, so let's figure out how many dice you get to roll for the engagement.
Mm-hmm.
Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I think so.
You think so?
I mean,
Okay.
it sounds like we're we're outmatched, right, in terms of ship power. And...
The Cobalt Syndicate. Yeah, they have a little bit more money than you, but it's not way over. You're not way out of your league.
Okay.
At least
On the
this
other
one.
hand, they are transporting what is we assume is an important prisoner, so
Right.
they may have their better ship on it. So. But since the plan is to have them let us come close enough that we can then grapple hook and unleash the violence that our friend Flex likes best, I think it's bold and daring.
Okay. So, does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? I don't think it does.
No, I don't think so.
Are we playing on their greed?
I would say yes, but they're also like they are pushing for a destination. You're catching them at the end of
they
their
already
day.
have their valuable cargo.
Yeah.
Because since when is greed a weakness? Don't we all?
Let's see. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have a particular defenses? I'd say it's probably a wash. Like
Okay.
it's not like they're not looking out for people for you, right? To be attacking them or anything like that. So I'd say that's a wash. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
Does our friend here have anything to?
Yeah. Yeah, because she told you the name of the ship, like where they were headed, what's on the ship. I think she gave you enough details to probably justify the extra +1.
She's an ace reporter.
She is an ace reporter. She's also a well-known professional spy. I guess that's an oxymoron there, isn't it, though? A well-known professional spy.
That's strange. But, it's like Garrick, a simple tailor. Right?
That's right.
Official spy.
Let's see. They are a higher tier than you, however. The Cobalt Syndicate is a tier 1. You are a tier 0.
Okay.
So that would be a -1. So you're looking at 2 dice because you start with 1, and then you got 2 +1s and a -1. So 1 + 1. Who would like to make this fortune roll?
Well, I'm happy to make it because I'm the one talking, but I'm also happy to leave it to somebody else.
Whoever wants to go ahead. There should be on your character sheets a box that says roll fortune.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I got a little screen here. There it is, at the bottom. And the score, it doesn't in any of the actions doesn't matter in this case.
No,
I got two in sway, so okay.
Yeah, no, because this is just a fortune roll. So
yeah, okay. Input value.
Should be 2.
Submit. Oh no, I did put the number.
Oh.
That's quite a roll.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Oh, things go poorly.
Yeah.
You're my new.
And now you know how I roll.
We
me.
know how things are gonna go for the crew of the Cerberus. Excellent. Okay, so before I explain how badly things go, because they have gone the worst they possibly could, why don't you all take a moment to decide what your loadout is going to be Are you going in light, normal, or heavy? You have one gambit to use. For those of you who are familiar with blades but not with Scum and Villainy, gambits are extra dice that are available to any of the crew members. Anybody can use it on a roll, unless what is that? As long as another gambit hasn't been spent on it, like you can only spend one at a time, and you get like you earn gambits by rolling 6s or crits on risky actions.
But I'm a serendipitous creature as a scoundrel, and my crew starts with +1 gambit when the pool resets. So
excellent. So you have 2 gambits. Excellent. There we go. All already set. Okay. So so things did not go well on the engagement roll. I think you realize, like, you can spot exactly when they got your false transmission by the fact that there
was a Starbucks cup on the
that like you can see them kind of in the distance, like speeding along the black, and then their drive plume just explodes into light as they, effectively are like, oh shit, somebody's out here, somebody sees us, and they start just like going full tilt for the ring gate to halt. You've been running quiet in order to keep your profile down, so that nobody would spot you, which means you've got to get the whole, like, the ship has to get, like, powered back up to full speed, because if you don't act quickly, they are going to get there before you do, and then they are going to jump between systems, and there's no telling, like, how long or how hard it's going to be to find them, like, if you come in afterward, right? Because they'll come shooting out, and you don't know where they're going after that. So
you're not buying it, guys. One shit.
Yeah. So what do you do? Fray, I think you're in the pilot seat, correct?
Yes.
So yeah, and Stacey is like standing right behind your seat, like banging on the back of the seat, just being like, right. shit, go.
So, yeah, I think there's no time for like the normal warm-up routine on the engines. We just gotta kind of hope they hold together. And,
fire them up cold.
Fire them up.
Cool.
And punch it.
Nice. You rolled a 1. So I would say you're close enough to get a standard effect. Like you can get into a reasonable range with them, but it's a desperate action, because you are going from 0 to, oh shit, we need to get out of here, and spaceships are delicate creatures.
I think I'm going to be using helm.
Okay.
And yeah, that whole thing about we start with 2 gambits.
just gonna
blow one of those.
Burn one right away. Excellent.
Anyone have an idea for how to assist me? I would certainly take an assist as well.
I mean, I'm in the cockpit. So if there is, oh man, and I am not good at any of this stuff.
Well, to assist, you don't have to be good at anything.
That's true.
You know what? I'm good at command. So I think he's over your shoulder, yelling at you to do things that would like damage the ship, like risky, like just take risky actions, like to just divert all power to whatever. Like it doesn't matter.
Send him to this thing.
Citizen cargo. Like he's just yelling, like do whatever it takes over your shoulder.
Nice. And group actions. The assist action just costs stress, I believe.
Yes, 1 stress to assist.
Yes. Yeah. So you take 1 stress to give another player 1d.
I'm at 2 bonus dice. But this is desperate.
This is desperate.
We could really screw things up right at the start. Devil's Bargain?
Oh, Devil's Bargain.
This is the other favorite part.
This is.
For me.
So, I think the Devil's Bargain here is that I think no matter what happens, like if you're successful, something on the ship is going to break. Like it's just like that the Cerberus is not designed to go like from nothing to full throttle, and like something's gonna go. You don't know what system it's gonna be. But you're welcome to sacrifice.
I don't think I can do that because if our grappling hooks aren't working at the end of this, even if we catch up with them, I will just push myself.
Okay.
For an extra die, and then I'm gonna roll it.
Said it was 2 stress to help or 1?
It's 1 stress to help, 2 stress to push yourself.
Can we both help?
No, you can only get 1.
Yeah, you can only get 1. Leading a group action is how you get multiple people here. But this isn't really that kind of situation, it doesn't feel like.
So I've got a gambit and assist. I'm pushing myself. Right, that's it. Just three extra dice.
3 extra dice. And I'm going to go ahead and...
So that's a 5.
Oh, nice. There we go. For some reason, it's literally just not showing up for me. Everything is showing up as white. I wonder if it's because I have the chat popped out. I'm going to check something real quick. No, it's just for whatever reason.
In that case, it was a crit.
No, I can highlight it, and it's there we go. It just wasn't loading the background very quickly. 5 and 2 force. Nice. Cool. You do it, but there's a consequence. So I think the ship, like the ship's engines, freaking roar to life out of nowhere. I think so Flex and Fray, you were both in the front, right? Like sitting in the cockpit, and Karma was back. Were you in your bunk or in like one of the common rooms on the ship?
When the action started, since I needed to talk to them for transmission, I think I'm in the back of the cockpit. Does that make sense? Like at a comm console?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think what's the complication? Okay, so the ship like roars to life, and you start booking it after the Aurora Chaser. And they like as you're coming forward, you can see their defense cannons pop up and just like turn towards you as you're catching up, and there's just a hail of projectile. Like, I guess I should ask this: do you see this as like, do you use primarily like energy style weapons, or do you use ballistics? Like, are they raining you with bullets or laser beams?
That sounds like a muscle question.
That's a good.
What
Yeah, that does sound like a question for Flex.
So is it what we're being hit with?
Just in general, like I'm sure there's a range of like different kinds of weapons that are available, but primarily like on a standard ship that has like defense systems.
It's probably beam weapons, right? Like it's probably lasers, right? Like
Nice, yeah. So as you're going through, like as you're taking off after them. The ship is like there's just lasers. They're like scoring your hull, flying at your cockpit. Stacey behind you is ducking involuntarily, just in case one is something that you can get out of the way of, like you can with lasers. I'm gonna go ahead. I think 6 o'clock is good. And I'm going to call this clock... What am I going to call it? Let's call this... the Aurora gets to the ring.
Mm.
I can't spell.
None of us can.
I'm only going to fill in a tick on that, because you did do well on that roll, but like they are shooting guns at you. Fray, your hands are full of trying to dodge out of the way. Who's on? Who's taking the next action here? What are you gonna do?
Is there a gun, like a gunnery seat in the cockpit?
Do you have weapons on the Cerberus?
No, we just have the grappling hooks.
Oh, we don't have weapons. What kind of ship is this? It is a Firefly.
Let's see.
Nobody said they had guns.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
I just got.
Hey, you have guns. Just put on your spacesuit and go take some shots.
he pats. So Flex reaches down and pats Krieger in his holster, and he's like, "Don't worry, buddy. It's coming. It's coming, buddy." And then he looks at Stitch and is like, "Do whatever you can. I don't know, go kick the engines or something," and he'll run down. Try to keep this thing flying. We definitely took some damage or something, right?
I don't think you've taken any serious damage, but that's a definite that is a definite danger. I was looking for a way to give you harm, but I don't think the ship take harm.
Yeah, the systems.
Oh, I can damage your systems. That hasn't happened yet.
You had to tell him.
Yeah.
I'll go down to the engines and try to make sure that we don't blow them up or something.
Okay. What's that look like?
So Flex, he's not. Oh man. Yeah, I don't have any of these stats. But I mean, life in space, you get used to what ships and engines are supposed to look like. And so I think he just runs down. You see him like speedily going through ladders and things like that, and he gets into this engine room, which I think we decided was like it has like a radiation right to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so he sees the suit, right, that you're supposed to put on. He's like, screw that, and he just like runs in there and starts reading all of the like output things, because there's got to be diagnostics showing up on screens.
Oh yeah. Like there's lines going everywhere.
Yeah.
Just
So
on.
He's trying to decipher these things so he can figure out what buttons to push.
Cool. What are you trying to what are you trying to get the ship to do? Are you trying to like pour on more speed? Are you trying to?
Yeah, I want to get a little more speed.
Okay. Cool. This it sounds like if you're trying to like manipulate the systems to output somewhere else, that sounds like rig to me.
Yeah. I think so.
Because this is hardware.
Yeah, so I don't have rig, but I do have stress.
You do have stress.
So I can push myself.
Okay.
Because we already taken a devil's bargain and it's early, so stress is we can spend some stress.
I thought we had refused the devil's bargain.
Oh, did we not?
I thought you said.
Oh, that's right, you didn't take it. You didn't take
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I'm a lot better at breaking stuff than fixing stuff. So
I mean, if you want a devil's bargain, I can actually I can absolutely give it to you. The system with the most available power is definitely life support.
oh yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. You know what? I mean, we'll just take their ship. Their ship's gonna have perfectly working life support, so we can make it. It'll be fine. I will take your devil's bargain.
Nice. +1 day to start diverting life support systems to engines.
So that's 1 die. I can't push myself and take a devil's bargain, right?
No, you cannot. You do have one gambit.
I do have a gambit.
Yes.
And I could help too.
Yeah.
Can you? Okay,
Yes,
so
I have rig 1.2.
Yeah.
why didn't I grab you on that? So I think I throw open the comm and he starts screaming. I gotta remember everybody's name. Karma, and he's like, I could use some good karma down here. I don't know what I'm pushing buttons, but nothing's doing what I think it should do. Blue or red?
Okay.
I don't know. Which one of these is gonna route power?
The yellow one. Go to the yellow one.
That's not any of the options I gave you, Karma. And he
Look at your on your right.
and he
On
gets
your other
mad, and
right.
he just hits the panel, and there's like a dent, and then the camera pans up from the dent, and there's this big flashing yellow button. Found it! And he goes to hit that. So
Nice. All right. So
I mark a stress, right?
yeah, you mark a stress, and that gives you a total of 2 dice, I believe.
Okay.
Is that
So
right?
if I click rig, it's going to give me an option to put in extra dice, right?
Yes, it should.
Okay.
Are you spending the gambit
yeah.
or no?
Is this? I'm not spending the gambit, so it's just going to be 2 dice.
Oh, this is desperate.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'll absolutely give you great effect.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So we've got desperate for great effect.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then I get 2 bonus dice because
Yep.
I have none dice to start.
Because you have none, right?
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh my gosh!
Yay!
Nice, but you did take the devil's bargain. So,
I did.
So yeah, like everybody gets like shoved back from the acceleration, right? As the ship like just leaps up past past the point where it should have, like up in the front. Fray, you can see all of your indicators like all red lighting. There's alerts going off everywhere, and then like at first, because you're a doctor first, right? Like you feel that like shortness of breath, and there's that that line of reasoning of like, oh, it's just like the pressure from the acceleration. Nope, that's not right. It's just the stress. And then you look and you see the O2 indicator just like dropping down when you realize what's going on. But but you do leap into range of the Aurora Chaser. As you approach it, as you get on its tail, there's still like laser fire blasting past you. You can feel the ship occasionally rock from a glancing blow, and as you kind of make your approach to it, you feel a tingle in the air as the Holt gate, like there's like a slight shimmer in the black behind it, as apparently the Aurora Chaser has whatever key or passcode is needed to open the gate. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to try to intercept their code. Oh, I'm sorry. If Flex or the Stitch.
Fray.
Fray. Sorry. If one of you was going, I'm sorry, I didn't got out.
Well, do you want to take the shot with the grappling hooks? Because I think while I try to avoid the laser fire.
Are they in range?
Yeah, they are in range.
All right, I'll go for it.
It
totally sounds like a gamble.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's a total gamble.
Okay, let's see if I have anything applicable.
I don't think I ever thought of that I would be starting off a game with 3 desperate actions in a row, but that feels like where we're at.
In media res.
I will give you an assist.
Okay.
However you're going about it, I'll try to line up the shot, our ship with theirs.
Right, you're at the helm, so that's
Have a clean
perfect.
shot.
Yeah. What do you think? Would this fall under scrap or rig?
Probably not scrap or rig. I'm thinking, Helm is piloting.
Yeah, which we have covered already.
Which you have covered already, but you're also dealing with ship's controls.
Yeah, this is whoever shooting a grapple, so that's why I was.
Yeah, maybe scrap. Let's take a look. Mostly that's physical combat, though. Helm a vehicle, fire ship weaponry, plot a jump or in-system course, escape a chasing ship. Yeah, it sounds like Helm.
Okay.
Unless you had a different idea of how you wanted to handle it.
All right. Would you be amenable to the rig if I actually reach down to the belly of the ship towards the front and jump into a spacesuit and actually maneuver the grapple manually?
Sure. Trying to do it by hand instead of by system. Yeah. I think I was gonna say you were gonna have standard effect. I'll give you great effect for that. But you're desperate because you are right there out in front where you can get shot by ship lasers.
I'm a gambler. I live in the desperate range.
Excellent. So yeah, you can totally do it with rig.
So that would be one die for rig, one die for desperate, I think. One die for.
Desperate doesn't give you extra dice. It just means things can go terribly.
Yeah, that's great. One die for help from the helm.
Yep.
So flex gives me. So that's a total of 2 right now.
That's 2.
And I could, yeah.
Yeah, you could push yourself.
Right.
For 2 stress to give you an extra die, or you can just accept that you're going to get shot. As a devil's bargain.
Yeah, they could miss. If the devil's bargain means I'm going to get shot and the damage goes to me, I'm going to take it. if it means that the ship could get damaged, I'm gonna take the stress instead.
No, I think it's well, like, whether or not the ship gets damaged is gonna depend on the result of the roll.
Right. Okay.
Right.
That makes
But the
sense.
devil's bargain is definitely you are going to be taking harm.
Okay. So to do
This is super dangerous.
properly, do I? Is it a click on rig or just on roll the dice at the bottom and give it a name?
No,
Roll
if you click on rig, it should
Okay.
roll rig and give you the option of adding extra dice.
So it's desperate. And the effect is great effect?
Yes, you have great effect. In fact, I think if you do, like, if you succeed, you will be grappled with this ship.
Real good. So, and it was a total of 3 dice because I took the bargain.
Yes.
So, come on, give me something to work with here. Oh, and you know what I can do on a desperate action?
Oh.
Yes,
You
I
can take a
it.
crit.
Yeah!
That's a thing you can do.
Yeah, I got the never tell me the odds move, and so. Whoops,
Oh, you generate gambits on desperate rolls.
That's what I
Oh.
don't absolutely don't mind. doing
Right.
that.
Did you spend a gambit for that roll?
No.
I did not.
No. Okay.
No, so you have an extra gambit.
So yeah, no matter how many 6s I roll, I still only get 1, right?
Yes, you only get one, but you got
But
3
still a
sixes,
good
so
one.
that is a crit. You have this ship locked, and in fact, I think as you do, like it tries to shake you, but in the process of doing that, like, they have to not power down all the way, but like lower their thrust because they can't maneuver to get you to shake you off without
We're escaped.
slowing down. But like as you're clamping your the grapple arm on, like, it gets off one more fire from its defensive cannons, and like your vision goes white, and all you can feel is heat as the laser blast like
Son of a-
washes over.
Ow!
Yeah.
Can I protect Karma?
How?
You could accept it was devil's bargain.
Yeah.
So there's no resisting devil's bargains.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be 2 harm, I think.
As soon as I get my bearings back, I film come. Flex, then partners lined up.
And your timing is perfect because we're gonna be taking breaks on the hour, and it's 9:00 right now. So we are going to take a 5-minute break to grab some water or anything that you need, and then we will be right back with the further adventures of the crew of the Cerberus.
And did I take 2 trauma or 2 stress?
2 no, that's 2 harm. Level 2 harm.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. I think your harm is fried. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the break. We will be back